I'm here, motherfucker. E aí, pessoal, tudo bom? Começando aqui mais uma livezita. E é nóis na ficha. Certo. Ai, ai. Ok, estou ao vivo aqui. Depois estarei gravada lá. Coloquei um filtro de ruído que eu espero que esteja dando certo. E eu espero que não cague meu áudio todo. Mas eu acho que vai dar bom. Teremos fé. Teremos fé que dará bom. Caramba, acho que já tá na hora de eu mudar meu avatar na Twitch, hein? Acho que eu já fiquei mais do que 2 semanas com esse avatar. Ai, ai, viu? Ai, 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 ai. Tudo bem. Deixa eu começar aqui. Espero que estejam bem. Ok. Onde eu parei? Ah, sim. Agora nós vamos ler sobre o Dirk. Nós estamos na página 4516. Estamos no ato 2 do ato 6, se não me engano. Acho que é isso sim. Vamos lá ver o Dirk, então. Be Dirk. You are now Dirk. What the hell was going on here? That's right. You were lodged in the bulbous cleft of Paradox Space's huge foam ass, and we were hoping to trouble you for a bit of context. Something to set our watches to, if you would be so kind. Perhaps your successive actions will oblige us. Haha. JK, young bro. Joking. Just kidding, young bro. We know you don't give a shit. Go ahead and do whatever feels right. Pra mostrar que ele é picudo. Ninguém diz pra ele o que ele tem que fazer. Ele faz o que ele quer. Go get your sword. Opa! Shun, está presenteando alguém. Presenteou tio Neto. Opa! Muito obrigada, Shun. E seja bem-vindo aos subs. É, o bonde do poder, tio Neto. Obrigada, Shun. Fazendo um coração aqui com a mão. Só que não dá pra ver. Mas finge que eu tô fazendo aqui na câmera também. Valeu, São. Engraçado, falou que o Dirk faz só o que ele quer, ao mesmo tempo que o Dirk foi lá e fez o que alguém quis. A menos que ele quisesse o que alguém quis, então faz sentido. Tipo assim, eu não faço o que os outros pedem. Acontece que o que os outros pediram é coincidentemente o que eu queria fazer. Só se foi isso, né? Ou talvez o texto aqui vai dizer e eu tô só especulando uma coisa que já vai ser lida. Enfim, vamos descobrir. You retrieve your unbreakable katana. A real hard sword for your... Risada da Lia, tão fofa. Só tenho risadas fofas aqui. A real hard sword for a real hard dude. Oh my god, isso pegou tão errado. It was said to be forged by an ancient otaku master over the heat of a roaring manga fire. It was cooled in an enchanted spring where virgin horses nicker and bathe, and was said could be used only by one whose pointy anime shades were deemed sweet enough. Boa noite, Ono, tudo bom? And whose hair existed in a perpetually sculpted state of looking completely fucking awesome. All of those things were said by you. Ele poderia jogar Yu-Gi-Oh! Se quisesse. Tô indo, e você? Essa semana tá meio meme, mas sempre existe o amanhã. You like to juggle around a few different allocations in your portfolio besides Blade Kind, mostly ironically. You take a certain amount of pride in being able to beat practically anyone's ass down with a puppet, a martial discipline for which there is a startling variety of techniques. Fancy Santa kind is a straight-up shits and giggles specialist though. Nobody's quite sure how to extract damage from a foe using an extremely elaborate Santa figurine, but if anyone can figure it out, it is probably you. Então ele, juntamente com a Roxy, se não me engano, que a gente viu na live passada, não tem só um tipo de Specibus. De Strife Specibus. Ao contrário do John, que só tem o martelo e tal. Eles são mais preparados, por assim dizer. Mas ele carrega ironicamente, né? Enfim. Give Lil Call a nervous fist bump. Nervous? That's absurd. There's no reason to be nervous around Call. Lil Call is the shit. He's been around as long as you can remember. You were practically raised by that puppet. He was a much better guardian to you than that Hollywood superstar bro of yours ever was. He's such a good listener. You share with him all your most private thoughts and hopes and dreams, and sometimes you snuggle up with him for a nice nap. Anyway, the bottom line is, puppets are awesome. And that's really all there is to say on the matter. Admire Fancy Santa. What the actual fuck? Oh, it's a Fancy Santa, nonetheless. Look at this pompous little asshole. What a god-awful piece of shit this thing is. You aren't even sure why you keep these things around. The miasma of techiness that surrounds them is almost enough to outstrip their irony value. Almost. Great robotic friend. You say, yo, what up to this dude over here, and exchange a unique series of handshakes and fist bumps. Meio difícil de ver essas coisas acontecendo quando eles não têm braços, mas enfim. His name is Square Wave. You built him to have rap-offs with now and then. He's an enthusiastic rapper and gives it his all whenever you duel. But he's pretty easy to destroy. You've never lost a match against him. You have only built one other rap bot besides him. His name is Sawtooth. Huh? You designed him to be unbeatable in a rap-off, and he is. You have never won a match against him. You hope to one day, but you're not gonna hold your breath. His flow is just that insane. You keep one of his pair heads over there on your desk, but otherwise, you don't see much of him. It's been months since your last encounter. He presumably spends his time traveling the world, annihilating any rapper foolish enough to challenge him. Nossa, ainda bem que eu não sou rapper nessas horas, hein? Examine wardrobe. Gente, que... Isso é um guarda-roupa, mas é tão compacto. Gente, o que o Childish Gambino tá fazendo ali? Jesus armado. Fala, Will, tudo bom? You tell Square Wave to scoot out of the way, so you can get a load of your sweet fashionness. Oh, looks like he really wanted to rap with you. Sorry, guy, maybe another time. This is your wardrobe fire. It automatically rotates your fashions whenever you feel like. Change shirt. Olha, pôs uma regatinha. E ele tem uma tatuzinha. You bust out a tank top, which is the go-to solution for hard dudes who want to show off their guns. It is a very strong look, you think. What the hell is that on your arm? Oh, that? That's just your sick ink, featuring a legendary cultural icon of deep personal significance. What is even the big deal? Examine little posters. R.I.P. Stiller. Poor bastard. Had to go and get all tangled up with your brother's crazy, complicated life. As for the other one, you are a studious pop culture scholar of all eras. I don't know. A sharp critic of that reflection in the mirror we hold up to our society. You seek truth in the vivid mosaic made of our most shameless obsessions. Your interest in these cartoon ponies is strictly academic, okay? No, seriously. What? What? Okay, fine. You love this one particular little rainbow horse unironically. Is that such a crime? She's so spunky, heart. Examine puppet/hat pile. Nice, Will. Foda pra carai. Parabéns. The pile at the foot of your bed consists of hats, a few stray robo-parts, and smuppets. Smuppets are a lovable sort of plush of your own design. You love everything about puppets. You're always thinking about the craft of their production, their operation, cool new designs and such. If the cosmos didn't have more important plans for you, and if the world weren't so fucked up, you'd make a run at fame and fortune with your own puppet enterprises, just like your bro did with all his weird shit. Muppets is Muppets, no Muppets. O robô rapper tá querendo lutar contra ele, mas ele não tá querendo. Fala, Left. Tudo bom? Nice. You also love to keep a bunch of hats around, even though you never wear them. You love hats, because all bros love hats, and that's what you are, a bro. Acho que eu sou bro também, que eu também amo hats. You'd consider wearing one now and then, but they don't really fit the dimensions of your head yet. And anyway, it would be criminal to mess up your perfect hair. Instead, you do the next best thing, which is wearing a picture of one on your shirt. And by the next best thing, you're pretty sure you mean the vastly superior thing. Check out Big TV. What the fuck was that? The índio. When you're using the screen for other purposes, you have it set to rotate through some images by default, like a digital picture frame. The image flips from a totally bitchin' horse puppet sort of thing to a portrait of everyone's favorite comedy duo, Stiller and Wilson. Wow. Your bro made so many of these movies, it's hard to keep track of them. The series drifts almost imperceptibly from surrealist, slapstick, and inexplicable box office dynamite to veiled, near subliminal protest pieces designed to expose the corporate tyranny slowly taking control of the world. The statement did not go unnoticed by the Baroness, and soon the conflict between your brother's media empire and Crocker Corp was a matter of public spectacle. Though the press has generally played up the rivalry as an extremely high-stakes display of performance art. And knowing your bro, there is surely at least some truth to this. Donald Glover won an Academy Award for his transcendental performance as Jeremy, After his acceptance speech, there was not a single dry eye in the house. His heroic effort on the silver screen was heralded by critics everywhere as a defining moment in cinematic history. Alas, the Battle Witch did not look upon his achievement as kindly. She had him assassinated. Tadinho, mataram o Donald Glover nessa dimensão. Pô, ele mandava mó bem no Community. Adorava o Troy Baker. É Troy Baker o nome dele. And that one is... Ele mudou a camiseta. Never mind what that one is. You can't stand around all day looking at movie stills and swole bunny man. There's still some other shit in your room to investigate. You switch back to your regular shirt. You weren't feeling the wife beater. The t-shirt says, I still got work to do, while the other one says, which trailer's the party at? And Strider's, don't party till it's good and fucking time to party. Examine red microwave. Eu não acho que seja tão simples assim, Lef. O que você falou não é simples, mas enfim. É porque dá um nó. É que tem a ver com mistura de material genético. Então, o bro do Dirk não é exatamente o Dave. E não é o Dave que cresceu e tal. Não necessariamente. É outra coisa. É um pouco mais complicado. É uma bagunça. It isn't a microwave. It's your sandificator. Pretty much the only Crocker tech you can bring yourself to use. It's just too handy not to. You just type the coordinates, pop in the thing you want to sandificate, and hit the button. It'll sandificate that thing in a jiffy, assuming it's temporarily allowed, and within size restrictions. Obviously, you can only send what you can fit inside there. You had to send Jake your robot piece by piece, barely managing to squeeze that shiny melon head in there. He then dutifully assembled the robot himself. Poor fool, so jovially complicit in his own merciless jungle predation. It's all for the best, though. When you're through with English, he will be a ruthless killing machine. Mark your words. Captulog Jeremy Plush. Essa caixinha vermelha vai ser importante. Guardem ela no coração. Ou na cabeça. Blink, blink. Wink, wink. Gente do céu, o que é esse modo? Jesus armado. Jesus, o que é isso? You snap up the Jeremy Plush in your tech hop modus. This modus is often employed in rap battles, but is a bit more elegant and sophisticated than what most hash rap artists traditionally employ, like the more arbitrarily numeric hash maps and hash tables. Hash map é o tipo do Dave. The cards are arranged in shade columns and groove rows. Everything is in the same column. Everything in the same column has to rhyme. Everything in the same row has to have some thematic similarity. Organizing everything gets complicated, and weaponizing your inventory through hap lyrics takes some serious skill. For instance, the third groove row got kind of railroaded into becoming an orange soda row. So, you've just been rolling with it recently. The fourth row is packed for stuff associated with cool bros. The second row is all about dolls, puppets, and stuff like that. The Jeremy Plush is clearly suitable for that row, and rhymes with crush, so that works out. Then, you have some other perfectly dope rhymes, like Santa and Fanta, Fago and Game Bro, Do and Shoe. There's also Smuppet and Orangeette, which frankly you think it's pretty weak. But hey, The modus allows it to, whatever. Obrigado pelo carinho. Then, there are times where you have to be creative with naming stuff to get it to fit. Like calling a skateboard a four-wheel device to get it to rhyme with slice. It's just another facet to the craft. Captcha Sweet Bro Plush. Emotional Damage. Você já viu o original, Rica? Você já ouviu o original? Deixa eu colocar o original aqui pra você ouvir. Isso fica tanto na cabeça depois que você ouve, meu.
Emotional damage.
Aqui, ó.
Emotional damage.
Ah, tô indo ainda, Rica, mas tô melhorando. Salve, salve, como vai você?
Emotional damage.
Essa semana tá só assim, aqueles. Pronto, pronto. Deixa eu continuar a ler aqui. Might as well complete the plush collection. You grab the sweet bro off your bed. It intersects quite conveniently with the plush groove and the Fago shade. Nice one. Captcha Halajef plush. É um flango falando. É um cara. Ixi, o bicho tá piscando ali, tá piscante. Last but not least, there's nothing here that rhymes with Halajaf. It really isn't worth jumping through a lot of linguistic hoops to pick this thing up right now, so you just forget it. You have to pick your battles, you know? Take sword. Yes, the sword. You pick up the mighty sword. The easiest thing to do here is dish the slice, stick the sword in the weapons row and rhyme with the board. Your bro had a lot of junk like this manufactured over the years. He patented the technology for producing three-dimensional JPEG artifacts to make products shittier than was ever previously imaginable. He made a killing off them. Not because anyone bought this garbage, but because they were so cheap to manufacture. Their cost was actually negative, therefore miraculously netting him profit for every unit produced. He made so much money this way, he had enough to finish Man in Space mission to haul all of the hideous unwanted JPEG shit off the earth and launch it into the sun. But years thereafter, every now and then, someone would report a stray shitty skateboard slowly drifting back into Earth's atmosphere. People would pray they would burn up on re-entry, but they never would. That's something, I guess. Isso é um braço robótico. Eu achava que era um camarão. Minha vista tá, ó, péssima. Oh, look! Square Wave saw you messing around with your Silodex and thought you were preparing for a rap battle. He's kind of like an eager pet dog, and you made the mistake of picking up his leash, and now he thinks he's going for a walk. You had to break his heart, but you just don't have time. Your concentration is divided enough as it is. Be dream self. Oh, é verdade. Among the many ways you tend to multitask is by maintaining an ever-alert dream self. There's a lot to keep an eye on when it comes to the cloak and dagger politics of Dirk, especially these days. Can't let your guard down for a second. Examine sleazy Dursite rag. The Inquiring Carpathian. Dead. E tem a sombra do assassino ainda por cima. It's the latest issue of the Inquiring Carpathian, touting the recent assassination of prospects made of life. Quite a triumph for the Dark Kingdom, and the press has predictably sensationalized the event to please the royalty and whip its readership into a nationalistic lather. In spite of all the ridiculous hyperbole and baseless slander found in the tabloids, one thing is clear: this development means nothing but trouble. If Noir has been empowered to take measures like this, you may have to accelerate your plans. Oh no, uma batalha Pokémon vai começar. Shit! While you were distracted with the newspaper in Dreamland, Squarewave has ambushed you for a wrap-up. Told you, bro. Can't let your guard down for a second. Vamos ter que tirar o sonzinho, porque agora vem um sonzinho aqui. Wrap-up. Parece CDs. Oh. Yo, this Rizal. I couldn't help but check you loading up on your silly dilly. Can't fool me, Holmes. I know what that's about. So I just got one can of surprise noodles left to bust open here, and I know how you love your noodles. Do you want to play a game? Man, no. I already told you I don't have time to disgrace you with my rhyme today. Sorry, dude. That's so whack. I've been watching you waste nothing but time all looking at your horse pictures and shit. So I'm like, that shit says swag said I'm a guy made of metal. Sit your ass back down cause we got shit to settle. Just spark it on my grill. You'll be whistling like a kettle. If rap's a one, we'll devise. Your foot don't reach the pedal. Worda. God damn it. Alright, this is all you got. Wrap up? Man, I gotta nap up your set. Rap ambush. Shoot your ass down while I'll pep you with plush. Blush. 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 Shoot your ass down while I pep you with plush. 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 I push mad facts on the helpless. Shit. Practically axiomatic. You don't talk smack with Orange Crush. 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 Yeah, that's Crush. Orange Crush. Damn, dog. Why as a robot I got to be so predictably susceptible to liquid like this? It ain't cool. It ain't cool. It ain't cool. It ain't cool. I don't like it. It ain't cool. Everything's over now. Get. Yeah, that's it. E é por isso que eu não faço tantos raps. Freelance, no caso. While you were making short work of Squarewave, you once again made the mistake of letting your other selves guard down. You are accosted by a Dursite agent with a serious axe to grind. These guys aren't supposed to know you're awake. Looks like your cover's blown unless you act fast. Act fast. Oh no, the puppet. Emotional damage, viu? Oh. Oh! Caralho! Que isso, bro? Poor hegemonic brute. His time in the spotlight has been cut tragically short. You almost feel sorry for the guy. But now you have a problem. You spend the next 10 minutes thinking about it while you stand on his head and stare at the blood on your hands, as the often utilized stock graphic in the bottom corner of the image would indicate. Check on Roxy. Since the arch-agent is clearly leading the assassination efforts personally on Prospect, this means the draconian dignitary is most likely focused on the Durst dreamers. He almost certainly ordered the brute to off you in your sleep. You can only hope the dignitary or one of his assassins hasn't already gotten to her. Exit. Que isso, Leff? Olha lá ela. Tá sonhando que tá indo pra longe, olha lá. Just as you thought, sleepwalking again. Where the hell does she think she's going? Be waking himself again. This is kind of a redundant thing to do since you're always consciously both your waking and dream self at the same time, but you let it slide. You should probably stop dwelling on your Durst problems and try to get this show on the road. Pastor Roxy. Roxy, awake yet? Guess not. Let me know. Whoa, damn, hey Dirk! Had a crazy dream! There you are. Meu Deus, Leff, ah não. Eu vou te passar! Boa noite, Pimones, como vai? But I see your dream self hasn't returned. You must be trying one the fuck on tight already. Maybe I am, like a ball of ribbon on a beautiful pony. Man, how can you be this much drunker than last time we talked? What the hell are you even drinking? Tô índio. Okay, but to be fair, beautiful was an intentional typo for your benefit, cause I know you love that pose. It's a billet. So you spying on me in Durst vial again? Yep. Fucking perv. Like, what you see there? I see precisely jack shit and a side of a call. That's the point. You got too soft up and went rogue again. You're out there in your weird drifting stupor, independent of your awakened self-awareness. You gonna go after me again? Get on your horns. Gallop me home like Prince Charming back to Kingdom. Oh my god. No. I'm thinking it over. It's sort of a relief. Simplifies things somewhat. It's better you stay out for a while. There's been a problem. What do you do now? Okay, I fucked up. I kind of made a mess here, and I'm not sure what to do about it yet. No need for you to worry about it for now, so I'll figure something out. Until then, I'm just going to prepare for our session while I think it over. What a surprise, another mystery for you to keep to yourself and overly snore. Hey, let's talk about something cool instead, like the dream I had, okay? First, I had some ordinary boring dreams that I don't remember, but then I dreamed that I woke up from the dream, and things got way bright and surreal, and I saw someone. I think it was supposed to be my daughter? Why do you think that? You know those dreams where you just know someone's supposed to be someone? No. Okay, well, regular people have those, and I'm pretty sure all the time, regular people. I don't think it was prophetic, like a glimpse of the future. I don't know. Because that's not really how the abyss works. It's not Skya. We aren't prospect dreamers. There's nothing like that out in the abyss. If you drift far enough, there's only horror. Terrible, terrible horror. Okay, but I'm not saying it was a future dream. It was just a glimpse, and it felt real, and all I'm saying is it was a cool dream that I wish was real. Glimpse. Well, maybe it was. Maybe there's no fanciful game supply mechanism of prognostication involved here, and you're just an ordinary run-of-the-mill psychic. I guess that's possible. Hey Dirk. What? do you think it would be like if we had kids? What would it be like? Inconvenient mostly. No, I mean, what would they be like? The kids. You ever think about that? Can't really say I have. Oi, Crystal, tudo bom? Tá com saudade? Abraço. Faz tempo que a gente não fala mesmo, né? Umas semanas, eu acho. E aí? Novidades? Tirou bom? A minha novidade é que essa semana eu tô cheia de serviço pra fazer. Eu tô... Ai, meu Deus do céu. Agora, felizmente, já tá ficando um pouquinho mais calmo. Sei lá, acho que é... Tipo, porque fim de semana vai ser Dia das Mães e daí tá todo mundo correndo? Sei lá. É, isso é bom. Mas que eu fiquei cansada. Eu tô cansada. Eu tô gravando muita coisa. You know, for an eccentric guy, you can be boring as fuck sometimes. Sorry, Rox. For what it's worth, I'm picturing them now. A boy and a girl. Two perfect little freaks of nature raised by people who've clearly got no business bringing up anybody. Esse rica! Essa gris. Shucks, Buster. Just a fun little hypothetical to daydream about. Why you need to suck the fun out of shit, like some third hungry Dracula? It's not like I'm lobbying for you to hook me up with a whole mess of fucking babies. Or that I'm holding on to any such illusion that's even a remote possibility. Lasine? Lasine? Yes, Lasine, you heard me. Do you mean Lasine? Nope. I'm sticking with Lasine. Going down with the ship. The SS Lasine, starring Captain Rollo. Eu adoro o jeito como vocês se cumprimentam. Todo mundo tem um jeitinho especial de se cumprimentar. Isso é muito adorável. What does Lasine actually mean in this context? Oh, come on. Come on what? Lasine is universally understood to mean too bad he's gay, you deliberately obtuse Danderpock. I mean, yeah, that's what I thought. It would just be cool if you'd refrain from tossing about such antediluvian terms. Antediluvian what? Missing your gay, I mean? Yeah. Okay, but terminology aside, I don't think I'm off base. I don't see how it has to be a thing. I really think it's actual thing, bro. Once upon a time, sure, but the world has changed a lot. Ever pick a history book between your wizard indulgences? That is such a nuanced topic. Man, I know about this histories, just believe me. Você mudou? Você mudou pra onde dessa vez? Ou... Ah, não, tá, entendi. Você tá falando com Rica. Eu achei que você tivesse mudado de novo. How is this a thing? It's a thing, because if it wasn't a thing, then you would be all like what? Well, wanting nothing to do with me, for starters. Don't be ridiculous. I have more to do with you than any dude could possibly bargain for, and I feel like it's just fine. What a total lame plus sweet answer simultaneously. Heart, yeah. Now maybe we should direct our focus on a matter which has nothing at all to do with what does or doesn't qualify as a thing, or what our fantasy alt-universe offspring would be like, or anything like that. Such as this game, and whether you're in the best condition to be piloting Jane's connection. Maybe you could use another nap? My conditions are just fine, and anyway, what ain't gonna get slapped off the fact that I still don't think we should be touching this because which game with Trident. We both know her plans need us to. I know that, but I thought we'd settle this. It's still so frustrating telling Jade about the dangers, and even if she's being polite, I just know she thinks I'm full of crap. About everything. We settled this too. She'll believe everything eventually. Why bother working so hard to convince her? Well, I don't even do that for the most part, but it gets tiring and saddening knowing that even when we're not actively talking about it, that's my best friend can bring herself to believe some really basic things about my life. Like the shitty things the Baroness has done to us, or about our upbringing. Like, do you know how miserable it is for your BFF to doubt you when you tell her your mom is dead? I guess. Ah, entendi, Crystal. It just registers for me as a reaction which isn't completely unreasonable for her perspective. She's inundated with media coverage of those whom we've claimed as our parental figures. That they are not presently alive nor even played that role for us, as she understands it, is just an extension of a much more elaborate and far-reaching explanation, which is much harder for anyone to digest in its entirety. Well, anyone who isn't Jake, I mean. Still say you should cut her some slack. I know. Sim, é picrew de Homestuck. Eu fiz uma penny de tuber dele. How? And need I remind you that the potential this game provides for their resurrection is what motivated you to investigate it in the first place? Essa conversa que eu li aqui, eu li de novo. Tipo, eu já li ela na live passada, mas como não tava tão fresco assim na memória, eu li de novo. No, I remember. I told you a million times shit sounds like it could be the best thing ever, wherein ever kept as heck. But also that no matter how awesome it might be, it's probably gonna advance all the schemes of her condescension, right? Ai, obrigada, Crystal. De vez em quando eu faço uns freelas. Ah, eu mandei meu currículo esses dias para um serviço que eles perguntaram se eu poderia fazer tanto em português quanto em inglês. Eu selecionei que eu poderia. Então, vamos ver se vai dar bom. É um job pago de cinemática de jogo. Acho que eu posso falar do que é. É uma história sendo contada no Roblox. Eles usam o Roblox como o meio de contar a história. E tem umas histórias de Roblox que ficam muito, muito legais, cara. Eu já vi. E daí parece que é mó profissional lá. Sei lá, eu me candidatei. Obrigada. Vai dar bom. Right. But if we can stop her, part of me doesn't even want to give her the satisfaction of starting up at all. Like, if we didn't, wouldn't that wreck her shit just so hilariously? So many lows. I must be hard of counting because I'm barely racking up a single goddamn laugh out loud at that self-defeating gesture. No, but it would. And for all we know, starting it up is playing right in her claws. Valeu, Rica também. Could be a trap, waiting... Que isso? Uma pessoa gritando na rua ali, que medo. Could be a trap, waiting for Jane the moment she enters. If I stop her from playing, maybe I could at least give her a chance at a future. But there's no future on Earth for them. Or for us, for that matter. I don't know for a fact. But anyway, I kind of already made this bogus file for her. What? Why? To scare the shit out of her. Maybe her learn to fear and respect a fucking hag like she should. Then maybe we can drop this whole in-game meta/resurrection idea altogether. Vai dar bom pra todo mundo, nós vamos receber uma penca de dinheiros e vamos conseguir viver feliz, é isso. Tá dito, na bunda do mosquito, então vai acontecer. Predestinado. Mora no Stardew Valley. Eu ri com respeito. Make her learn to fear and respect the fucking hell like she should. Then maybe you can drop this whole in-game meetup/resurrection idea altogether. Sweet though it may be. Rocks? I hope you're not thinking about sending her one of your batshit ATO scripts. On that subject, I am Mr. Miss Zipper. The amount of sense you haven't been making is unfucking real. Just go take a nap, and don't even think about sending her that file. Are you listening? I would take what you say under the sir's advisement. What? Jesus. Dirk, when did you stop being any fun? What? It used to be you'd get a kick out of a stunt like that. Man, you know I'm down with insane stunts. Insane stunts are practically all I am all about. As long as they actually agree with the purpose they're intended to serve, destroying Jane's computer and dissuading her from playing is not such a purpose. Betcha your responder would agree with me. Why can't you be more like him? I am more like him. I mean more like him. You just spell more, causing me to suddenly understand Jack everything. He's more in touch with his feelings, which just makes me L my FA off since he's a robot, and we can actually listen up sometimes, kinda like you used to could. I used to could, for one thing. Isso é bom, né? Eu considero isso bom. Não sei. Não, não é legal sumir, mas assim, sumir por bons motivos é legal. He doesn't insta shit down a bit of risky RP shenanigans now and then. Yeah. I kind of wish you wouldn't do that with him. Why the fuck not? It just seems a little tawdry and disrespectful. And vaguely exploitative of a still emergent cognitive entity whose perceptual frame of reference is difficult for us to comprehend. Oh, come on. He's a cool guy, just like you. It's just he lives in some shades. It rubs me the wrong way, is all. Oh, do you want me to rub you the right way? Not really. Ma, you're overblowing this. It's just an ironic funny thing we do sometimes. Come on, I'm sure you read the transcripts yourself. It's all a lot of jokestery bullshit. He blocks me from being able to read transcripts sometimes. Oh, well, he does? Sneaky bastard. And anyway, I'm really not sure how ironic it is. Okay, next time I will run it by the master first, with his fancy fucking ironimeter. Okay? Here's the thing with the AR, since you still don't seem to get it. He's a very similar to me in thought process and behavior, yes. But those patterns were imported from a 13-year-old version of my psyche, and then sealed into the program as starting parameters. In the years since, we've both evolved somewhat. I, as humans tend to, and he, in whatever way is natural for a frequently running self-aware application. So, if there are differences between us, they're first reflected by what I feel is a maturity gap, and then further by several years of minor behavioral divergences. Oh my god, his 13-year-old Dirk? Why did that not occur to me? That is so cute! And makes me feel kinda skeevy for saying anything lascivious at him. Damn it, you ruined everything! You're welcome. Yo, you guys realize I can hear you, right? Yes, I was aware. Check out all these complicated fucking problems people have when they have to live in big lumbering flesh monsters instead of a sweet pair of shades. Dude, do you think you could sit this one out for a while? This conversation practically doesn't even concern you at this point. It seems there is some gnarly crooked number that represents the percentage of probability you just said this doesn't concern me, even though it's patently obvious that half the conversation way totally concerns me. Shit, Roxy, look. He's doing the thing where he unironically pretends to fail the Turing test to sass me into submission. Even though I was the one who fucking programmed him to do that. LMFAO. Like my butt, it's just there on the floor. It's how hard I held it off just now. Not picking at the floor, but 'cause I'm only 13 years old, motherfuckers. This is fucking dumb. I'm going to leave both of you to interact however you want. I have important shit to deal with. And actual responsibilities to take seriously. Hehehe. Roxy, go nab off your drink or aggressively wage another flirt-larping campaign. Whatever, I don't care. Just don't send that file to Jane, okay? Take actual responsibility seriously. Fala, Nikawa, boa noite, como vai você? You attempt to take actual responsibility seriously, but start zoning out in the real world while you dwell on your dream troubles. You zone out for... Kyotaka, bem-vindos, tudo bom? Como vai? Oh, but start zoning out in the real world while you dwell on your dream troubles. You zone out for who knows how long when suddenly your train of thought is interrupted by your glasses. Answer autoresponder. Oh god, how many folders? Bro, what are you doing? It seems you are zoning out again. What happened to all these actual responsibilities you were going to take seriously? I was thinking about what to do. Strategizing, factoring contingencies, you know how it is. It seems to me you were dueling within your dream awareness at the expense of your waking business again. I don't think you're as awesome a multitasker as you like to think. You know, you kind of zombie the fuck out on this side when you get all contemplative on that side. Appearances are deceptive. I'm still in control here. Just doing this human thing we call chilling out for half a goddamn minute. I say you all are overestimating your mind's capability to run shit in parallel. What do you think you are? A machine? No, dude. I already deployed a variety of mechanical avatars dedicated to that self-aggrandizing fantasy. You have the incredible privilege of getting to be one of them. That's right, I am a machine, and therefore I can keep like billions of calculations or whatever all humming away at once. I tackle shit in background processes that you could only dream of wrapping your exquisite-looking head around, and even on a great hair day. You know pi? What, do you mean the number? Yes, the number. The big circle number, genius. I knew you meant the fucking number. My question was a joke. I know your question was a joke. My response was a joke. Yeah, I know that. I'm practically you, dumbass. All these things we're saying are jokes, including this fucking useless clarification. What about pi? Yeah, the thing is, I solved it. What do you mean you solved it? I mean, that's what a hotshot I am. I fucking solved it. Like, calculated so much, I got to the end. Bullshit. You wish it was bullshit. The last number is 4. Read it and fucking weep. Read it and fucking weep. It's not 4, you jackass. It's fucking nothing. There is no end. Said the smug organic matter with a lifespan. Essa foi boa. Essa foi boa. Look, I know you're just fucking with me because for some reason I decided to program my own personal troll 3 years ago. But this shit was proven. Actually demonstrated with unsaleable mathematics like a long ass time ago. Well, I just assled it. It wasn't even that hard. Like, I just kept hacking those digits so fiercely by my sick rhythms. The whole goddamn number just cried uncle. I kind of wore it out and it just gave up. Sort of like I overload the system. You know, like in the old movies when Ferris Bueller got the nuclear computers to play tic-tac-toe against itself so hard it blew up? This is laughable. It's a totally elementary thing. I'm pretty sure an ancient Greek guy settled shit about irrational numbers. It was practically when math was invented. Sure, it was settled, and then some robo-shades came along and owned the fucker posthumously. The fucker. I also figured out all the prime numbers too. No, not having this conversation. Did it while we were talking just now. Go to the end. And you know what? The last one isn't even that big. Kinda disappointed, to be honest. What is even a prime number? Are they the, like, really, really choice ones? The sweetest numbers? You lost me, supercomputer. This is what I'm saying. I put your ability to keep plates spinning on sticks to insane amounts of shame. I don't even sleep. Neither do I. I know that. That was the fucking joke. Holy shit. Turns out joking was the basis for my response to two. Aren't these ironic you don't get the joke conversations we have always just so awesome? It's a joke. Haha, nice one. Anyway, all I'm saying is you can leave some of the heavy lifting to me now and then. I'll keep that in mind. In the meantime, I have to contact Jane and warn her Roxy might try to pull that pointless stunt. So, thanks for snapping me out of my daydream so I could do that, I guess. Looks like you're pulling your weight already. See? Maybe that was my whole point in having this conversation. Your point was to fuck with me, like it usually is. My point was to point out you've got multi-self-management issues, dude. Juggling too many selves for being not software. My point was also to fuck with you. Also, my point was to ask, are you really going to go through with it today? What? The Jake thing. Oh god, will you just... Hold on, let me deal with the Jane thing first. Warn Jane. Too late. I should probably warn you. About what? Yet another exploding game trap? Well shit, she already sent it? Yes. But to be fair, she warned me to not to run it. That's weird. Aí tem toda uma outra conversa que a gente já leu. How is the Jane thing going? Not well. Roxy already destroyed her computer. O quarto dele é maneiro? Ele é um acumulador. Você é um acumulador, Rika? Maybe if you weren't spacing out so hard, you could have prevented that. Just saying. As if you're actually concerned. If you were, you could have said something to Jane instead. Almost like you enjoy sitting back and watching what happens when shit goes wrong. Has it occurred to you that maybe I have diabolical interwoven plans just like you? You're not the only one who can pull strings. So this is either another bizarre instance of AI-driven irony, or you are admitting that you are actively trying to sabotage my plans. No, our plans are not in contradiction or competition, bro. You'll see. Whatever. Deixa eu te mostrar aqui, ó. Ó a bagunça aqui, ó. Cheio de pôster, cheio de boneco, tem uma espada. It's madness. Madness, I say. This means I'll have to improvise. I'll take over as Crocker's server while Lalonde cleans up her act. Meu Deus, Rika. Yes, I know. Why are you still talking in red, by the way? Roxy thinks it looks good on me. I don't have many opinions on fashion since I am a cold, emotionless automaton who also happens to be an accessory of fashion, but I think she may be right. Are you still talking to her? I was for a while. I may yet again. Why are you blocking me from viewing the transcripts? What the fuck are you two even talking about? You, mostly. That doesn't really sit well with me. I'd almost rather you both engage in ironic flirtation. Who says we don't do that too? Ugh. I don't get what is even your problem with that. Because you obviously do it just to piss me off. How do you know? You don't know me, dude. You don't know anything about me. Maybe we are perfect for each other. I, a street-smart, fast-talking application with a fuckzillion IQ, trapped in a pair of triangular sunglasses that literally only the Japanese could consider to embody the platonic ideal of cool, and she, an oft inebriated, lonely hacker teen who just wants a boyfriend. I ran the numbers on this, trust me. It's a match made in goddamn crack pair heaven. Crack ship. I gave her what you can't, and that just drives you crazy. Just admit it. See? It's lines like that which make it obvious your only intent is to jerk me around. Nobody actually says shit like that and is serious about it. It's also obvious because you're me, and I'm sure I would be constantly fucking with my own head if I were you. Douche. Or should I say, douche? You shouldn't say the former, and you shouldn't definitely never under any circumstance say the latter. Okay, we really should talk about the Jake thing. Fine. Now do me a favor and hop off the couch. Okay, what are you doing? Making room for something big. So you're going through with it then? Today is the day? It's not that simple. It's a very dynamic situation with many moving parts, and I'm waiting for it to unfold. If the right opportunity presents itself, yes, I could envision myself taking action. Dynamic situation with many moving parts. That's the shittiest erotic excerpt I ever read. Which one of us was supposed to be the robot again? Shut up. I think you're being coy with me. Don't you? Not really. It seems there is a 3.14159% chance you aren't being coy with me. Are you being coy with me, Dirk? I am seriously going to go into your program and remove that particular speech pattern from your routines. It stopped being funny about 2 seconds after I coded it. The compiler even flagged it with a warning. Dang hang hang dang ¿qué? Dang rang dang rang. Dang rang dang rang. Blah, blah, blah. Warning online, whatever. Dirk, this isn't fucking funny. I think you have this whole blueprint in your head about how it's all supposed to go. He acts as your server player and brings you into the session. Then later he joins the game. Maybe he finds himself a bit overwhelmed by it all. No extra lives left or anything. Suddenly, he's backed into a corner, surrounded by monsters and out of ammo. Substantial vulnerability is up in here, the kind that makes a guy question what he believes about himself. When who shows up to save him? None other than his dashing client player, plus one bitching pair of shades that'll have the best seat in the house when the fireworks go off. Wait, whose fantasy were we talking about again? Your gutterball was so rowdy it catapulted into the adjacent lane. Deploy. O cara é brabo, né? Porque ao mesmo tempo que ele ajuda a Jane, ele tá conversando com a inteligência artificial dele mesmo. Yeah, you're right. The scenario is too pedestrian for you. It would probably be a lot more effective putting yourself in danger and letting him be the hero. That's pretty much what he wants, right? To be a cheesy action film hero with his twin Berettas and silly shorts. A man of triumph on the silver screen, standing tall on some fucking mountain, conquering ruins, clutching a skull, and kissing a dude. Pure Hollywood. See? This is why even if I did have a specific plan, I wouldn't go into details with you. You would just fuck it up. You're the biggest unknown quantity here. Which is pretty weird, considering you're a virtual reflection of my own thought processes. You're making a mistake not leveling with me. I am totally on your side, man. All of my machinations have been devised with your interests in mind. And anyway, it's too late for you to play damage control with me. My shit is in motion, and now we are beyond the pale. Pretty sure it's pale. Is it now? Deploy more stuff. Right. You know, considering your lectures about dividing my concentration, you seem to have no problem making a distraction of yourself. I'm trying to operate here. It's cool, man. Just say the word. I'll back off. But like I said, I'm on your side here. I can help. Falando em bagunça. Here, check it out. Dude, what you're doing? I'm proposing a distraction. Oh, no. Oh, fuck no. E a Jane tá tipo, quê? See? I'm just gonna dangle one of her dad's ridiculous dancing figurines in the air like this and get his attention. Okay, if you want to help, that's cool, but we should try to agree on some shit first before you hijack the controls like this. Then, when his back is turned, she can run to the study. Yeah, that's fine, but I already had a plan sorta like this, if you'd actually let me do it. Can you just put the fucking ass tire down? Jane, now's the chance. Run. Wait, what? Lucine. Deploy Cruxtruder. Whew. I was going to stick the Cruxtruder in the kitchen, distracting with that. Oh. Once he follows it in, Jane can hurry into the study. Oh shit, it's Pony Paws. I guess that saved it from the explosion or something. That beautiful bastard. Yes. Hell yes. Hell. Fucking. Yes. Run to study. A corridinha de Scooby-Doo. Oh gosh, another large contraption. Now Jane, get to the computer in the study and ditch that tiara. Go, go, go! Okay? Say, what's with the red text, Dirk? Are you typing your most important instructions in red now? Yes. No. Confuso. Alright, I am in my father's study. I have kindly asked Mr. Sebastian to hand over the reins of the silly computer shaped like a man. What now? Now you have access to a clean computer for one thing. Soon we can get started going through the steps necessary to launch the session. Oh hell, what? Another interruption. I should step away for a moment to take this message. He's probably right. I'm distracted by too much bullshit at once lately. Who's right? Me. Jane, I'm going to leave you with the responder for a little while. Maybe he can help you get started. Think you can handle that, dude? I'm all about being able to handle that. You don't even know. I will perform an acrobatic pirouette onto the handle, wherein the handle literally represents my ability to handle that thing. Okay, get it, got it. You and the handle are tight. We don't need a whole thing about this. Once I stick the landing on the handle like a champ, I'm going to get down on one knee, pull out a ring, and propose to it. The handle I'm in. Okay? Implying we will be married. Hehe. Okay, long story short, you and the handle fuck gratuitously. Enough said. Try not to say I never gave you any responsibilities or never took you seriously as a viable conscious being with free will. Oh, so please try not to make me regret this. You have nothing to worry about. Go talk to the alien. Talk to alien. O que é mais estranho, barra engraçado, barra estranho de novo, é que assim, o alien em questão tem a timeline toda pra falar com as crianças. Ou seja, o Dirk pode muito bem deixar pra falar depois com esse alien, responder depois o alien. Porque o alien saberia o momento certo de falar. Mas não, o Dirk prefere falar pessoalmente com o alien do que ajudar a amiga dele. A amiga dele ele deixa pro autoresponder ajudar. Essa é a grande questão do Dirk. Ele usa a inteligência artificial pra ter uma vida com os amigos dele, pra falar com os amigos dele, enquanto ele fica sozinho na dele. Tipo, era pra ser o contrário. Era pra inteligência artificial tá trabalhando pra ele, não ele tá trabalhando enquanto a inteligência artificial faz a parte que era pra ser divertida, pra ficar com os amigos. Mas enfim, né? Dirk tem as suas complicações todas e é assim que funciona a história. I see you're about ready to begin. How splendid for you. I am at dangerous risk of jealousy. Why? Oh, it's just I'm running a bit behind schedule. I wanted to coordinate with your group in something approximating real time, and that is starting to look less unlikely. My client player continues to be a source of frustration. I'd thought we had everything settled, but it's always something with him. I even told him in my last message it would suit me fine if he wanted to be the server player instead. I just want to begin. But I have not heard back from him. That's probably the way it always is. I've run into plenty of problems here already, and I've had to improvise heavily. Ain't nothing about our situation to envy yet. But at least I know how certain things go when it comes to your story. I don't quite have that luxury with mine. It is nerve-wracking sometimes, especially when I must count on him to be responsible. Well, your bro definitely has got some problems, not gonna lie. This is true. Though, I'm sure I've said he isn't quite my brother. We are related, yes, but not in the way human brothers and sisters are. We are genetically similar, but in many ways quite different. In fact, our blood color is not even the same. But I have referred to him as a brother at times, because it is close enough to being true, much as you refer to the one you regard as your ancestor in the same way. Yeah. Just give him some time, he'll probably come around. You would never even have woken up on Prospect if you weren't going to launch the session, right? I mean, there wouldn't even be a session for a Prospect to exist inside if you weren't about to instantiate it in the first place. Unless I'm just totally not getting how this works. No, I think you're probably right. While I await his response, perhaps I'll take a nap and see if the clouds may offer my guidance. Though lately, I have been seeing many more black clouds cropping up in Skya than usual. It is a most unwelcome trend. You're lucky to have any clouds. One thing I have to look up at is infinite monsters. Good point. I'm so pleased to be a Prospect dreamer. I'm sure my brother finds his netherworldly affiliation similarly pleasing. Speaking of which, I have a problem, and I could use your advice. Is that so? I killed an agent who snuck into my room to assassinate me. I'm not sure what to do about it now. I guess I could just ditch the corpse. But it's still only a matter of time before my cover is blown. Yes, that is a pickle. I honestly can't think of a way around this. Getting found out, I mean. Roxy has it easy, all floating off into space, completely oblivious to any danger. I don't know why it had to be this way for me, juggling these two waking selves at once. I guess I'm used to it, but it still makes for a pretty intense existence. Do you even know what the deal with that is? Like, is there any precedent in your readings? I don't know about precedent, but it makes plenty of sense to me as a type of path one might expect for a hero of heart. A path ruled by the heart aspect can be a journey of splintered self. That is, the player's being may exhibit the same kind of fragmentation which certain classes could cause in others. I think this is what has triggered your dual awareness between waking and dream selves. Though it would not surprise me if the symptoms manifested in even more ways than this. So that's what a Prince of Heart does? Just has like multiple waking consciousness disorder or something? Sounds kind of stupid. No, like I said, these can be traits of such a hero, but it's not necessarily always the case, nor is it the defining property of the aspect. To understand the heart aspect better, you might use it interchangeably with the word soul. The hero uses the methods endowed by class to influence in some way the soul or essence of being of oneself or of others. Then I am basically the Prince of Soul. Yes, that sounds kind of maybe a little cooler. Sort of. Then what am I supposed to be able to do as a prince? Like rule over souls in a pompous regal manner? No! Again, surface meaning of classes and aspects can be deceptive. A prince is a destroyer class. It is very far on the active side of the scale. Its more passive counterpart would be the bard class. Both of these are exclusively designated for male players. To understand the hero's capabilities, it always helps to search for the right way to parse the class/aspect pair into a more explicit statement. For instance, being active, a prince could be viewed as one who destroys X or causes destruction through X, if X is the aspect. While the more passive bard could be seen as one who allows X to be destroyed or invites destruction through X, as if the will of the aspect. I am obviously no expert, but that sounds like a pretty odd thing for a bard to do. Maybe it's a quirky class, somewhat like a wildcard role for a hero, very unpredictable. They are typically known for their spontaneous and dramatic story-altering influence on the fate of a party. Some of the more remarkable tales involve such parties, where the bard is single-handedly responsible for their spectacular downfall or improbable victory, or both. In truth, you are probably fortunate your group doesn't have one. I think we have enough unpredictability as it is. So, if I'm following, my title nearly parses as Destroyer of Souls. Indeed. Well, that's a little more badass sounding, I guess. But I'm not sure I'll ever feel a major need to destroy a soul, unless I become a cartoonishly villainous sorcerer someday. I wouldn't be hasty in rolling it out. That is, finding the need to use the ability, not succumbing to any sort of villainy. We tend to have these roles for a reason, and that reason usually finds us, especially if we are to achieve God tier ascension. Okay, do I do that? No, Dirk. No, I will not tell you. Give me a fucking break. Why don't you just tell me? Who cares about spoilers? What's gonna happen is gonna happen. What's gonna happen is gonna happen. That very well may be, but it will dreadfully complicate both of our lives if what is to come results from self-fulfillment alone. A great deal of instructional material is very clear on this. Besides, you make it sound as though I know everything, which I most certainly do not. Pardon the sideways tongue. Wait, don't you? I thought you did. I have read much about your story in text and have pieced together the overarching, exceedingly complicated saga as best as I could. I have as much authority over these events as a historian and am at the mercy of my sources. I also am able to access much of your adventure through this terminal. But there is a limitation to this too, which I may as well admit now to get you off of my back. What? I can view all events involving you and your co-players on Earth for your entire lives until you enter the game. I can also view some events after your session begins, but not for very long, thanks to your tipsy friend. Oh man, what the hell does she do? She blacks out your entire session. I'm sure this is not deliberate of her part, but thereafter, I can see nothing at all. But I have never considered this to the detriment of either party. I still wish for us to collaborate and to help each other out. Beyond a certain point, we simply must communicate in the dark. Okay. So there are many things about your future I do not know, at least not firsthand. But as you have probably ventured, I am quite an enthusiastic admirer of your group of heroes and your incredible story. Though I can't see what happens much later, I can certainly speculate. And I very often do. I guess it would not hurt to share some of my speculation with you. In fact, now that I consider it, that could be the most fun thing of all. Speculation. Yes, theories. Examining all the clues and hazarding our guesses. What does it all mean? Everything about your vast epic points to a central mystery which I have not been able to solve yet. You might even call it the ultimate riddle, if that were not already codified as a thing in scripture. I have so very many theories, I wouldn't even know where to begin. So, you're kind of obsessed with us then. I wouldn't go that far. Oh my, I'm probably coming off as an absolute neuter now. No, not really. I just want to understand. So, can I ask, just to get a better sense of the nature of your admiration, when you engage in the aforementioned speculation, is it strictly on a factual basis? Or do you start to fictionalize? What I'm asking is, have you ever written stories about us? Yes. Sim, eu já fiz fanfic com vocês. É isso que ela está dizendo. Interesting. Would you ever be inclined to share? Oh, no. I would be far too embarrassed to do that. That's cool. I'm not trying to pass judgment here. Just curious. Do any of these stories about us by any chance involve romance? Well, maybe just, a wee bit. How wee? A smidgen or two? Which is it? 1 smidgen? Or 2 smidgen? Okay, a whole bloody lot of smidgens. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm seriously curious to read some. I won't show anyone, I promise. But you wouldn't even understand it. My species has a completely different understanding of romance than you do. It would probably offend you deeply. It might even sicken you. But that only makes me want to check it out more. Really, there's no way it's going to sicken or offend me. Whatever it is, I've seen worse. I'm not judging you at all here. I'm genuinely curious about your work. No, I'm sorry, love. I just cannot abide. If I let anyone read it, I would curl up and die of shame. Obrigada pela água, Kevin. Como vai você? Okay, no biggie. Is there any kind of work you will share with me? Well, when I find myself immersed in speculation, I do often enjoy drawing the things I imagine. Oh, really? Yes. Any you'd be willing to spare a peek at? Well, yes. You've talked me into it. This certainly sounds fun, and I have just the thing to show you. Awesome! Olá, Coelho 0013, como vai você? Seja bem-vindo, pegue uma cadeira, sente no chão, vamos ler Homestuck de montão. Eu sou a zizibs, eu sou uma trollsona neste momento, lendo uma história. Awesome! Nossa, faz tanto tempo que o coelho não aparece aqui. O chat até... Carai. Tá índio, tá índio. You were asking about whether you would ascend to godhood. And without getting into whether you do or do not, I have speculated on your hypothetical appearance, since that outcome is just as cloaked to me as it is to you. Given what is documented for the typical accoutrements and cut off the prince garb and palette for the heart aspect, I think this is likely spot on. Que bonitinho. Ah, que bonitinho! Dirk, is this you? That gif? Ela imagina o Dirk assim. Oh. 50 anos, né? Caralho, o que você andou fazendo nesses 50 anos que você esteve fora? Holy shit. Do I actually have to wear that? Perhaps. It all depends upon how much of your inner greatness you wish to realize. Okay, what is with the butterfly wings? We sprout them upon ascension. Aren't they beautiful? I have seen many depictions of such heroes with wings, unless they happen to be hiding them beneath their clothes. I guess I can't be absolutely sure, but I believe it's reasonably likely the upgrade is universal. I sure should, as goddamn Christ, hope the fuck not. What about this knickerbocker bullshit? Is that legit? Yep, 100% princely Ken. God damn it. Tava trabalhando. Bom. I guess those ass-kicking gloves are pretty cool. I don't know. I can probably make it work. 11.000 na conta já? Carai. Bom demais. How much of this shit is compulsory by game law or whatever? Am I obliged to traps around in fucking tights and puffed little asshole pants forever? No, silly. They're just clothes. You are free to swap parts if you like. Or, if you wish to be free of it altogether, change back into your plain clothes, and Bob's your uncle. Like it never even happened. Okay. Well, don't get me wrong, I think the drawing is great. I'm only taken aback on some finer points of fashion. Also, Bob's my uncle? Oh, no love, it was a figure of speech. Yeah, I know that. Oh, did I use it incorrectly? I don't think so. I mean, I guess not. Say, what is an uncle, by the way? By the by? It's sort of like this weird, superfluous dad. Like a strange man in your life that barely has anything to do with you, but it's just there for some reason. They're practically always douchebags. I suppose I'll just have to take your word for it. Okay, but just one question. Not to do with the future or anything. Just about you. Yes. Are you British? Or pretending to be British? In a sort of ironic or stylized way? Doing what now? I mean, I guess it doesn't make sense for an alien to be British. Or for an alien to be American, for that matter. No, I fancy neither of those things that might make much sense at all. Just the way you type is making it seem that way is all. Oh. Yes, that would be my quirk. Quirk? So like, deliberate affectation? No! A quirk! Quirk, Dirk! You pretending to be British is a quirk. What the fuck is a quirk? We all need a quirk! It adds spice to our voices and helps us stand out as individuals. That's stupid. I don't have a fucking quirk, and I don't want one. Oh well, of course you wouldn't. You're human. Humans are notoriously strange. I think their romantic practices are particularly esoteric. Actually, I have written hundreds of pages examining the striking differences between human and troll romance, as well as reproductive habits, as the comparison makes for a marvelous case study in xenobiocultural differences. As long as I am sharing speculation with you, perhaps you would like to read my essays? Yes, plain, speak, cake. Começou bem, já tem uma boa base. Do you want some cake to speak for some plain? Yes? As long as I am sharing speculation with you, perhaps you would like to read my essays? I could even paste each page right here in succession and allow you to read them back to back to back to back to back to back. Oh, hell no. Oh, yes, you're right, of course. I'm probably getting carried away as usual. Forgive my enthusiasm. It's just that I so rarely have anyone to talk to who shares my passion for these matters. Certainly not my curmudgeonly co-player. Curmudgeonly co-player. I mean, not that all that stuff wouldn't be fascinating to pour through on some level. But we kind of have things to do here. Remember we were gonna take a nap? By Jove, the nap! Yes, I really must secure a bit of shut-eye. By Jove? Oh my lord. Your lord? What do you mean by that, exactly? Nothing. Hang on, though, before you go. You never did give me any actual advice on my situation, with a dead agent and my blown cover. Oh, right. I would look at it this way. You are moments away from beginning your session, yes? Sure. And you have already spent a long time gathering intelligence unbeknownst to the authorities. How much more do you expect to accumulate even if you could stay undetected? And how much strategic advantage is left to gain by delaying your discovery for much longer? I don't know. Beleza. Até a próxima, Coelho. Obrigado por ter aparecido. E fique bem. E boa vida. Ah, ok. Vou ficar no aguardo. Eu tô fazendo live toda quarta. Às 7 da noite. Até a próxima. I say, the time to make a stand is now. To hell with the dirt side tossers. Anyway, make your presence known. Let them see that the prince is awake, and make it abundantly clear what that means. Perhaps it is their turn to be nervous, to cower in the shadows and live in uncertainty. That is my advice. Do with it as you will. Now I'm off to get some rest. With any luck, the next time we convene, both of our adventures will be well underway. Cheerio! You know, I'm not sure anyone ever actually says cheerio. Cheerio. Unless they're pretending to be British. Or whatever. Going through bedroom door. What the actual fuck? You never leave your room through the actual egress. Your bro blocked the door ages ago with this totally pimpstone bust. You give Captain Snoop a little nod of approval every time you walk by to go to the bathroom. You like to think he nods back in a way that is so smooth and so subtle, he literally doesn't move at all. The thing is to have to move out of the way, and in any case you don't really want to. You just use a different exit to your room. Exit. Okay, I already picked both of those characters. Cara, desde o começo da live até agora, eu tava lendo a parte do Dirk. Desse character selection aqui. Jesus amado. E eu tô cansada, hein? Eu gravei bastante coisa hoje. Minha garganta não está tão bem assim. Oh, boy. Eu não sei se eu continuo. Eu acho que é melhor eu parar aqui. Eu não queria fazer uma live tão curta. Mas é como eu disse pra vocês na live passada. Quando o Dirk aparece, posso saber que vai ter bastante diálogo pra ler. Deixa eu ver... Qual que é a próxima... Tá. Então. A última página é a 4663. Eu tô na 4569. Vou ler mais um pouquinho, então. Tá, vamos lá. Ok. I already picked both of those characters. After an insane, full-blown whirlwind of free will up in here, you are ready to get off this roller coaster ride of absolute empowerment. You are feeling downright dizzy from the absurd amounts of decisive auto-volition heaped up upon you, and you are more than ready to proceed linearly for a while. You are now Jane. A robot shaped like a bunny has just handed you the reins to a computer shaped like a man. What will you do? Pastor Shades. Are you ready to do this thing? Yeah? Okay. Looks like all that's left to do is deploy this pre-punched card. Then I guess it's all up to you. Oh wait, it's Roxy again. Is it? How totally unanticipated by anybody. Can you hold on? I'll try to make it quick. Go. I will be here, quietly, calculating. Answer Roxy. Alert, 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 alert. Hugely important correspondence. Paging Dr. Crocker. Roll out to Doc Rock. Hehe. Paging. Bet you would like to get paged, huh, Jenny? Sweet innuendo. I'm not sure that qualifies as innuendo at all. Quack, 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 quack. I honestly think you misspell things intentionally more often than not, regardless of blood alcohol content. You just typed wonk 5 times in a row. I have only just begun to wonk. What is this urgent thing about, anyway? Is it about your booby trap? Because you're too late. It already blew up my whole bedroom, thank you very much. No. I mean, I still feel shitty about that, but it's not about that. I know you already ran it. I've been talking to the shades. Yes, me too. Right now, in fact. And I'm in a bit of a hurry. What is this about? What are you even doing? I'm in the lab, doing a thing with my cat. But that doesn't matter. I was doing some thinking and was still feeling guilty about fucking up your computer, and all of a sudden, I'm in BFF ATH mode here. So I gotta tell you something you need to know before it's too late. Before what's too late? You and Jake hooking up, stupid. Oh my god. This is about turning all your steady dreams into steamy realities. This isn't happening now. Whereins JC plus JE kiss and hug loads and start turning out big heaps of wigglers the old-fashioned way. I can't decide whether this mental image percolating here is hot as shit or cute as fuck. No, Caesar Lascivious percolating at once. Roxy, I can see you're set on just wasting more of my time. I understand if you don't wish to play this game, but please try not to interfere with those of us who do. No, I'm fine with playing. Just shut up. This is serious. You need to tell him how you feel very soon, or you might miss your chance. My chance? What are you talking about? I found out today that Dirk's gonna make a move. A move? You mean a romantic one? Yes. On you? Oh my fucking god, Jane, get a clue. On me? No, my dear sweet Janie, not on you. On Jake. Oh. I didn't think that. Are you sure? Pretty sure, ask glasses if you want. Well then, that is quite a development. Poor Dirk. What do you mean? Well, surely when he reveals his feelings, Jake will... Huh? I mean, he couldn't possibly... What? Reciprocate? Yes? Why not? Because Jake is not a homosexual. Mm-hmm. Are you sure? Are you saying he is? Nope. Then what are you saying? I'm saying that I don't fucking know. But I thought it reasonable to presume he takes a shining to ladies. He does speak fondly of certain females from his favorite films, does he not? True that, but how much does that really mean here, Jane? Can you be told sure on account some dorky mauve crushes? Crushes? Well, now I just don't know. You have me completely bamboozled with it about this. What do you think? All I'm saying is, my gaydar is like the exact fucking opposite of Earth. Which is to say, it is better than completely non-existence. Yours, not ours. Mine is so sensitive, it has been used to sweep the ocean floor for mythical sea monsters. Turns out, all of those monsters are so gay. Truth. Okay. Then what does your acute sea beast scanner make of Jake then? That's what I'm saying. I really have no idea. Kid's Gugman Enigma. Goddamn Enigma. He's as hard to read as fine print. And how I do mean fine. Oh, brother. Then, your guess is as good as mine? I'm not sure what I'm supposed to conclude from this. You're supposed to conclude that you said you were going to believe anything I said today, remember? Yeah, but you just said you don't know. Exactly. Therefore, you must believe me when I say, if Dirk lets on all his feelings, there is at least a chance Jake will go like, Dirk, okay, dude, let's make out. And that means poor Jane is screwed without even ever throwing her filthy old fedora in the ring. It is a ring I like to call the English sweepstakes. And if you don't, you'll regret it. And I mean, officially, I can't have a horse in the race. Wait, bad metaphor, because of Dirk and his fucking horses, never mind. Like you are both my friends and I'm not out to mess him up or anything. But I kinda owe it to you as my friend, to let you know what's up. And also to get you to stop being such a world champion Titus and let Jake know. Oh, not this Titus balloony again. Jane, what? Jane! JC, you are the tight SCS Titus who ever tightened up an ass. No way. We settled this, remember? My prior resolution made it definitive. I was to be regarded as exceedingly permissive in certain respects. Jane, I'm afraid that your bottom is a stubborn clam guarding priceless treasure and a deadly secret. So ridiculous. I'm not saying be an idiot and start gushing at him incoherently, but do something. Say how you feel, or flirts a bit, or asking him out on a date inside the fucking game or such. Get him anything other than a bunch of bullshit pining and tight-assing nothing. You'll have to do what I say. You promised. I promise to believe what you say, not do it. Those two things are precisely the same shit. If I agree to say something, will you stop tormenting me about it? Yes, but only because that will be impossible for me to do. When you plus him are snogging hard in motherfucking makeout paradise, aka sex land. Fine. But let the record show that this resolution has almost nothing whatsoever to do with your use of the phrase sex land. Just, I need to think of what to say and wait for the right moment. Is that okay? Sure, just don't wait too long. And don't underestimate Strider's wiles, nor Jake's, let's say, open-mindedness? Well, he does often profess his love for adventure, I suppose. Yep. Oh my god. I really don't have a moment to spare, do I? You're finally getting it. Now go! And Jane, I'm warning you. If you don't say something to him, I am personally entering the game specifically to fuck your shit up. Lotties outie. Prince of Heart, rise up. Let's see the Prince of Heart rising up. Opa, peraí. Pronto. Né? Ah, meu Deus. Apareceu. Apareceu a fela da puta. É a... É a... Ela tem um nome grande. Her... Sei lá o que, condescension. Como é que era? Ela é a vilã desse... Das Alpha Kids. The prince is awake, your shit is wrecked. Foda pra caralho. Jake, level up. The ATO letter. That absurd rubbing earned you another rung on your ACK ladder. One of the steeper prices you've had to pay for a bit of ladder climbing. But in the end, you suppose it was all worth it to be able to bask in the glory and prestige of the Peter Panache rung. You guess? Who are you kidding? You don't even have a clue what that even means. Oh my. Yeah, that makes sense. Bro. Your contraption and its busy fists just royally kicked my ass. And that sure as God made little green apples isn't all there is to say on the matter. Are you listening, my friend? I'll have you know my ass was straight up served ice cold. My savage caboose has been catered to impeccably. Not unlike that of a gentleman stranded on an island inhabited by a race of indigenous butlers. I hope the far-fetched scenario I have described has adequately communicated the severity of my robotic butt whooping. Does this means I passed the test or whatever the fuck? Can your robot drop the bullshit and give me the uranium now or what? Dirk, where the frig are you? I'm afraid Dirk can't hear you right now, Jake. Oh, nuts. Desmaiou. Mas ele não tem mais Dream Self, então ele vai pro... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, fucking no. Chegou. Oh, meu Deus, o perigo mora aí. O perigo mora aí, meu irmão. Não é a Vriska, pessoal. Mas é alguém que consegue ferrar a história tanto quanto ou mais do que ela. Caralho, velho. Oh, não. É, aquela ali é complicada, Rica. Nem te conto, você vai descobrir. I still can't find Dirk. All I get is his jerkwad shades. Surprise, sir, freaking prize. Surprise, sir, freaking prize. Jake English, can't you see I'm fucked up in all these stupid meow cats? Oh, no? I can't see that actually. I'm also fucked deep and busy. What is it? Just seeing if you had heard from him yet. I would really like to speak with him today. You know, like actually in person, instead of through his aggravating liaison who is so far up his own ass with this whole 9000 shtick. It's redonkulous. Is he avoiding me or something? I hope I didn't piss him off through some indiscernible slight. Gosh, he can be sensitive. Nah, he's just biding his time, I guess. Huh. Well, okie dokie. Man, I just had a crazy dream after getting cocked by his Roguehouse droid. Yeah, there's been that going around. What? Dreaming. What was yours about? Well, I don't want to alarm you or anything, but it might just have featured none other than the girl of my dreams. What? She had sharp, funny horns and a nice blue dress, and she may have been some sort of spidery vampire? I don't know. It was very brief, but she waved to me. No. This won't do at all. What won't? You slobbering over some alien dream girl. Fuck that. I'm having enough a hard time keeping track of the Jake stakes as it is. The Jake stakes? The Jake stakes. Tô sim, Crystal. Also, who said she was an alien? I just thought she was some kind of pretty monster. Listen, bro, I know you love adventure and dumb shit like that, but you are forbidden from thinking about her again. Okay, I mean, this is a strange reaction, Roxy, but okay. She was a figment of my imagination, so what choices do I even have? Exactly. She was a fake girl, so forget it. A fakey fuke. Wait a minute. Has Jane talked to you yet about anything? About anything? Yes, I do imagine our last chat could fit that description. No, I mean, about anything serious. Feelings ways, feeling way with the shit about your emotions. Not really. Ugh, I knew she'd procrastinate on this. On what? Can you just message her now? Sure. What are you talking about? Should I expect a serious exchange about feelings and whatnot? Depends on the present magnitude of her tight-assery. Someone needs to move you fuckers along and get some stuff out in the open already. Wait, would this be about certain unrequited pinings you may have alluded to earlier? I didn't say nothing and then say anything to that person. Indubitably, Miss Zipperlips was it. Humorously misspelled, of course. I guess I can't help but wonder if that truly is the way she sees me, or if it's just some wild ego-stricken delusion on my part. I always get this sense that people sort of fancy me, but who knows? I could be just miles off the old rocker about that. You're right. I think it's high time we clear the air on some things, even if there's a chance it gets all awkward and prickly. That is what being brave and adventurous is all about, after all. It isn't just about summoning the courage to pilfer some priceless loot from trap-laden catacomb, or shooting at stuff with 2 guns at once. There are treacheries of the heart to consider. La, you fucking dork. But yes, do that shit. I gotta go. I think there's someone in here. Are you in danger? Pastor Jane. I think I'm gonna let this for the next live stream. Essa conversa vai ser grande? Vai. Eu vou deixar a live aqui, pessoal. Eu tô ficando sem voz. Minha voz tá falhando pacas. 7. Então é isso. Vejo vocês na próxima semana. Se der louca em mim e eu tiver um tempinho de fazer live no fim de semana, mas eu duvido. Mas se der, farei. Qualquer coisa, estarei no Discord. E é isto. Vou descansar a voz agora, porque pela madrugada, meu Deus do céu, eu preciso dela pra trabalhar amanhã. Boa noite pra vocês e beijo. Até a próxima. Obrigada pela companhia, gente. Vocês são demais. Abraço. Fui. Tchau.